Hi there. My name is Charles Ray, and I'm with the Pelicans Wood Carvers Guild. Every year for the last 7 or 8 years, maybe, we've been coming to the Duck Day and carve with the kids. Instead of using real sharp knives like we do when we carve wood, we let them use little wooden tools or butter knives, plastic knives, anything, even a file, anything that you really can't cut your finger off with. One of the first things you probably want to do is put some plastic on your table, because there's a lot of soap gets carved off of these things. You can see this is when it's kind of finished, and this is what we start with. So you're going to have to take a lot of soap off, and you're probably going to have a little extra. Sometimes it hits the floor. But anyway, I'm sure we'll have a good time doing that. Maybe you'll learn how to carve a duck. So, first thing you want to use, you got your little knife. They're not real sharp, so hopefully you won't hurt yourself. What we're going to do, you see it? See how this one's more round? In the carving world, this is called carving in the round. Kind of all the way around you carve on it. So today we're going to do in the round. We're going to do a little duck. And we want to take all these corners off, all the sharp corners. And you want to hold your knife fairly close to the end, because if you're way back here, you really don't have much control of it. So the smaller piece sticking out, the better it is. And what we're going to do is just start scraping these corners down a little bit at a time. Scrape them down, take the sharp edge off. And all the way, everywhere around there, we got to do that. You don't have to stay on one spot. If you want to go back and forth, that works too. Just don't get too deep. Just try to make it round instead of real sharp on the edge. The head on most of these are kind of big, so we're going to take a lot of the head off. See, like right now, the head's kind of big, so we're going to have to take a little more of the head off. If you can get you some pictures of some ducks, or some kind of little model of a little small duck, that kind of helps you look at something and see what you need to, well, we call it a go-by, something to look at and go by, so you'll know what a duck, everybody knows what a duck looks like, but when you're cutting on it, if you have a picture or you have a little model like this one, you kind of know a little bit. Of course, they are different, but it gives you an idea. Just keep taking those corners off. Pretty soon we're going to have it all round. All you got to remember is take everything off that don't look like a duck. If it don't look like a duck, take it off. Just keep turning it around and around, and you'll see where it's flat on one side, or one of the corners you might have missed. You just keep going around and around, looking at it from different angles. That way you kind of keep it straight too. You don't get too much off of one side. So do y'all know what the duck's favorite food is? Quackers. Yeah, the duck went to the store and bought a bunch of stuff. When we got up to the cash register, the cashier told him how much he owed him. He said, just put it on my bill. One good thing about this soap, if you make a big hole, you can kind of mash some soap back in it. You can just get some of this soap, mash it on there. We'll make this one a big old proboscis. You put it back on there, it's going to be a lot softer than the solid part, but make it a little bigger. Hash it on there a little bit. You make a big hole in its side. Slowly bring it back down to what you want. Now this is probably just going to slide off, but it could be repaired some. And start over again. Take a little bit till it looks like you want. You just have to take a little bit at a time. Don't get too harsh with it. Don't get mad at it. Just take a little bit at a time till it gets down to where you want it. You want to put a little eye in there, just figure out where his eye is going to be. Make a little hole. Try to get the same spot on the other side. Make a little hole. Like I say, it's your duck. So be happy with him.